What up, YouTube? If y'all wanna know what I'm doing, I'm pouring some Kool-Aid. Have me a little taste. A blueberry Kool-Aid. Wonderful. I made it. I put my foot up in it. Now, I know, like I said before, or if I said that, I don't know. I know I've been gone for a minute, but now I'm back with the new video, recapping the events that took place on, I believe it was episode 5 and 6 of Making the Band, and it was a bunch of drama. I'm telling you, a bunch of drama. It didn't make no sense. Now, I believe on episode 5, Q and Willie was getting into it because Q was really, I didn't hate Q, but he was kind of acting like a little bitch because he kept on whining and crying about rehearsing and doing all this. Like, he was acting like a little bitch. Like, they was trying to have that little group meeting, and Willie was talking to his wife on the phone. He was sitting there talking about Willie behind his back, but when the meeting took place, he didn't have nothing to say. Like a little bitch. He was pissing me the hell off. And then, like, he's talking to his wife. That's a person to call. I'm sure when he's finished, he'll come back and attend the meeting. So there's no point. It wasn't like he was just being some diva and be like, I'll talk to y'all when I feel like it. No, that was not the case. He was trying to have a personal call with his wife, and bitch, you were ruining it. You were ruining it. And then, when the whole fight went down, Q, he wasn't making no kind of sense. He was like, I don't care if you're 27, Since when does your age determine how good of a fighter you are? Like, bitch, come on now. Just because he's 27 as opposed to you being 20, don't mean he'll whoop your ass. Now, when it comes to like the weight and how their definitions are, Willie is a little bit more muscular, but that ain't got nothing to do with his age. Hell, you might turn around and whoop his ass, but if y'all did fight, I would have hoped that bitch whooped your ass, bitch, because you was acting like a little bitch. Now, going on further to the episode that just aired a couple nights ago. I believe they had just signed the papers and they were recording. Now, I understand where Q was coming from when he said that he didn't want to say anything while they were recording because he didn't want it to be another lash out from Q. And I understand that because basically it seems like he's tired of the drama at hand and he just want to lay low and just be out of the mix. And last episode, Q was pissing me off, but Willie was kind of pissing me off too with all the subliminal shit that he was saying about Q. Now, it's obvious that Q's upset and he really don't want to be bothered. So, of course, he's going to take out some alone time because it was obvious that this bitch was affecting everybody in a dramatic way. Therefore, he left. Now, your ass wouldn't help in the situation when you kept saying stuff, talking about you taking himself off the album, I'm pretty sure this bitch know that shit, so let him take himself off the album. But I know one thing, y'all ass might be having a bigger check than he will get. So therefore, there's no point in worrying about it. Now, let's move right along. Now, all y'all should know from my previous Making the Band episodes, y'all know I don't like that bitch done. But y'all, I cannot stand it when that bitch is right. I mean, come on now. If I don't like your ass, you gotta be wrong 100% of the time. Otherwise, I might change my opinion, and I don't want to change my opinion. Shit. That made me mad. That made no sense at all. Now, there really wasn't really a way for me to really go in on Making the Band because the episode was basically the same thing they asked to record. Like, they was fighting over a bunch of dumb shit, like real petty stuff. I'm like, y'all shouldn't be going through that because y'all saw what happened to Danny Kane, y'all saw what happened to the band, and did he right, it might be a Making the Band curse, but fuck that bitch, he a tragedy within himself. Now, let's go to the previews. Now, the previews, it's obvious that Q has been jumped. I want to know who whooped this bitch's ass. Like, from previous episodes, it's loud and clear that he needed a good ass whooping, because I'm sure he wouldn't be acting like this. But I want to know what happened, because the fight could have been too bad, because he came back, I didn't see no bruises, he was still acting like his old regular self. Obviously the point that these bitches were trying to get across, it didn't get across that bitch. That bitch put a block on it and kept on doing what the fuck he was doing. Now, let me go in on For the Love of Ray J. That bitch unique. I don't like that ugly ass, fat ass bitch. Looks like the fucking sun with all that blonde hair. You ain't Beyonce. She talking about how she can do this and that, and then she trying to be friends with all the other girls in the house. But when a moment comes, you want to turn on like how she turned on feisty. She was sitting up there talking about da. But in the back of her mind, she's like, I'm gonna want this bitch to turn around so I can stab that bitch in her back. That's exactly what was going through her mind. Now, if that's your game plan, don't make friends with none of the girls there, because if you do, then you're gonna be a fake bitch, which is clearly that's what you are. So there's no point in even saying that. Let me retract that statement. Retract it. Bring it back. But anyway, you're a fake bitch. If that's gonna be your game plan, be like that bitch Danger. And don't say shit to anybody. Like, people know that she's not there to make friends, and she's making that very clear and obvious. So there's no point. Now, I'm done going in on that bitch unique. Now, for all you book readers out there, I am writing a book called Diary of Perjuri Cunningham. And it's hot. It's gonna be, well, I'm not even gonna get too much of the story away. It's like it's a rag to riches story. So if you like to see people like Keisha Cole, Vivica Fox, and Eve, all them people, then you will love this book. It's a very good book, and I feel good about it. I'm like, I just be typing away. I will be posting it on my blog on MySpace. So if you really want to read it, please visit my MySpace. And I want to give a shout out to all 8 of my subscribers. I believe I had 9, but that bitch walked away like Paula Deonda ass. It was MRO Attack, Yo-Yo representing, Jasmine 219, Shona's Place, Shayla Cray, and I'm missing 3 more. I cannot remember the 3 more for the life of me. Oh, got love for y'all on DK and Day 26. So that's 6. I'm missing 2 more. Hell, when I find out who you are, I'll put a shout out to y'all in the next video. Now, I'm about to leave you. You know what? I do have a song. I'm about to sing Use Your Heart by SWV. Alone, you and I intertwine, refreshing conversations, world of mine. As we stare, we both seek and hope to find real love, purified. Use your heart and not your eyes. Baby, just relax your eyes. If you've got time, then I got time. Yeah. Free your thoughts and watch them fly. Use your heart and not your eyes, baby. And I also will be doing a video response to the Feel So Good performance by Xscape. Bye.